Here we are to pick up the usual place by now. You guys should know it. Oh man, I am excited. We got about, this load is only like 240, 270 miles or something. Delivers straight through. And then I'm hoping to pick something back up. Hopefully today they'll bring me back down tomorrow, because 270 miles is not really that much, but I like the pace, so even if I have to stay up there overnight, it'll be fine. I'll pick up something tomorrow and bring it back. Even if I came back empty, it would still make sense. Oh, but I'm so excited that I've done the steering wheel. Dropped it. Like, this is me all the way back, pretty much. Seat won't go back anymore, because I'm kind of like hitting that wall. Not wall, but there's like a little, on the W900s, a little, kind of hit that. Legs almost all the way stretched out. Sitting perfectly, leaned back all the way, and my arm is not stretched out all the way. Whereas before it would have been like right here. Now it's here. And I still can pull it up towards me a little bit. So even less. But the only issue I'm having is it's kind of hard to put it in reverse, because it hits the steering wheel. So once I decide, I might go with a 16-inch steering wheel. I wish they had a 17. That will give me enough room here to not have to worry about like hitting the steering wheel. But it's fine, we still managed to do it, ain't no problem. Damn, that dude's APU unit is like all tore apart. A Lynch. Another one of those smaller companies around here. Know the guy. It's amazing how many people you get to know when you open up a trucking company. All these little guys. 2 trucks, 5 trucks, 30 trucks. I've had 2 personal friends go out of business in the recent 2 years. One had 30 trucks, a shop, prime location shop too. Nice, he had that thing completely built new and everything. Went out of business, man. And then another one had 30 trucks, 40 trailers. Also done. Just looked at his MC number. It's shut down. So the reason he's done, he bought all new shit. Too much debt. There you go. You think you're gonna go into debt and come out here and make a living? No. No business succeeded in being buried by debt. It just doesn't work that way. Sure, if you're talking multi-billion-dollar businesses, yeah, okay, fine. But you with your 30 trucks are not a multi-billion, not million dollar business. So for you, no debt. I can't say I'm fucking happy. It's 2 trucks right now that I have. I used to have more, but I decided the headache is not worth the little bit extra money you start making from it. So 2 trucks I'm happy with. At most, maybe I'll sign on another owner operator or two. That's it. I don't want anymore. You're like, you can go on with your bullshit. This way I have no headache. I drive my truck. There's another truck. He's an owner operator. We do our thing. Bills are paid. Money's made. Psh, what more do you fucking want? What more do you need? You know? But no, man, people always want, you know, oh, I want to be a big time, own a business, multiple trucks, you know, I want to be a boss. I hate to tell you, you're not going to be the boss. The more trucks you bring on, the more headaches you bring on. That's just how it is. I don't know back in the day how many sleepless nights I had because some guy, I couldn't trust him. I don't know if he was going to deliver the load or what he's going to do. The shipper calling me, because I had direct, the shipper calling me and asking, where's the load? You know, why was it delivered? Blah, blah. And now I have to call him and chase him down, and he doesn't want to answer, and it just becomes a whole thing, man. I don't want to deal with it. But on paper, it does sound great. Like, oh shit, more trucks, more money, right? Yeah, okay. What do you have to do for that money? There's a lot of jobs, and I learned this way back when I was a lot younger. You know, I used to have pretty chill jobs. Weren't paid all that great. This is my younger years. Of course, I wanted more money like everyone else. It's always more money. But one thing I found, for more money, there's more bullshit that follows. Having to... you know, when you're sitting on one side of the fence making an X amount of money, the grass kind of looks green on the other side of that fence because it's more money, but you don't really take into account of what all other shit you're gonna have to do for that money, for that little bit more money, not crazy bump. I worked for one trucking company, very relaxed. They gave you like almost up to 2. It was every day the same thing. They gave you like 2 hours you could be late and still go pick up, and nobody would bat an eye. You know? I switched the company, almost same thing. But these guys were so strict with everything. You had to like fill out a bunch of crap, show up 30 minutes early. And it was a little bit more money. It was nothing crazy, but not worth all that extra shit I had to do. So yeah, a lot of times the grass is gonna seem greener on the other side, like owning multiple fucking trucks. No, it's not. Can it be? Yeah, but rare cases. Unless you really know the people. But truck drivers, they don't want to stick around either, man, you know. People act like they want good jobs and good places to work for, but they really don't. You got a lot of weird shit you got to deal with out here, you know. These guys will come up to a company like mine, demand all these things. Unbelievable things. You wouldn't believe it. I can't provide it to them. Then they leave and go work for some mega carrier that fucking doesn't give them shit. And they'll happily stay there. It's mind-boggling, man. Like, okay. So, here with me, you're getting treated better. Time off whenever the hell you want, really. You don't want that. You want more. But you go to some mega carrier, some other bigger carrier, all of a sudden you get what you get and you're gonna be happy with it, and you are happy with it. So it used to like kind of disgust me and discourage me at the same time. I'm like, why the fuck am I doing this shit? With me, it's like, I used to tell them, man, look, I don't care how much time you want off. All you have to do is tell me. We'll make it happen. Just tell me when you're gonna be back. That's it. Apparently that was too much to ask. Well, I should have been like, hey man, I want you here every fucking day, 30 minutes early, cleaning the truck, getting the rocks out of the fucking tires, if nothing else. And another thing I found out, human nature for some fucking reason is, if you are an owner of a trucking company and you're hiring somebody, do not, as an owner, go meet that fucking person. Have somebody you trust go meet that person. It's almost like people add like some fucking mystical benefactor to you if they don't get to know you. If they get to know you as the owner, it's almost like they think less of you for some fucking reason. You know? So like if that's what you want, don't meet the people you want working for you. Make them believe you're some mystical fucking guy out here raking all in this money. They're gonna be jealous, but they'll respect you more for it for some fucking reason. It's weird how that shit works. Yeah, I've had many years of experience when it comes to that stuff. But we're gonna pick up. I'm excited to test out the new steering mod. I already drove here, it's way better. It's almost like, with the way when I sit back here and I'm turning, it's almost like I'm more planted in the truck, in the seat, if you will. Way better, way better. Well worth the elbow grease. Should have done it sooner. No excuse. But these are going to be my plans for the next couple months, is tightening up all these little things, like the seat. With the way these seats come is like, you buy the seat plate, the base plate. It has a bunch of holes for adjustments. Then you get the seat adapter that comes with the seat. I have the low rider one. Inside there's a bunch of, I guess, slots, if you will, where you can, slide it and adjust it however you want to. Well, I adjusted mine fully, but it still sits kind of like this way, a little bit more pointed this way. So the next thing is I'm gonna do is take it off, drill it out. That way I'm sitting more, straight. I also have the plate for this seat, and that's what I'm gonna do over here. But over on this side, it's, I don't have to drill anything, and it's not as important if, you can sit a little bit to the side because it's a passenger seat. So those are the next thing I'm gonna tackle. Make sure that's right, and then I'm gonna be way too comfortable in this truck. I'm gonna have to fight off not falling asleep, because you're like, oh, if you get too comfortable. It's better to leave a little uncomfort. But yes, with the way the steering wheel used to sit, it would take about 200 miles, 150 miles before my shoulder kind of starts getting a little bit sore, because you're like reaching out all the time and kind of like have to steer with it while it's extended. Well, now I'm just leaned back and my arm is relaxing. So, and as I mentioned in the video, there's nothing to really bind up when you do this mod compared to this one, the stop. So you're not really binding up anything. Yep, so this one is actually much more preferred than this one, truth be told, if you want to be technical about it. So yes, and then obviously I need the new window knob. I'm gonna order that, order this new steering wheel, and then this chrome piece over here. So that's the next thing I'm gonna buy here in a few weeks. Just I know I'm gonna go with the white steering wheel, and I'm just undecided if I'll stay with the 18 or go to 16. 16 might be too small, man. I know some guys, I've seen it do 14. I don't know, it's too small. Another thing I saw online is these right here, these plates. I can order custom ones and have them hydro dipped or painted however I want to. So that's probably what I'm going to do as well. I like the purple and the green. I just think it's too much green here. I want this to be not like a matte. I want it to be shiny. This is a little bit more matte. There's some shine to it, but I want this to really shine. So either get it hydro dipped or painted. So we'll see. Too many plans, always something. We'll get it done. So we're about 60 miles 70 up from Roanoke. And let me tell you fucking something. What I did to the steering and dropped it and brought it closer to me, I'm wanting to kick my own ass because I didn't do this sooner. I can't believe how comfortable this is. A little too comfortable, but I just feel so planted in a seat, and I don't have to reach, you know, for the steering wheel. Let me pause this shit. I'm sitting all the way back, pretty much as far back as you can, even with my seat base. Like, can't go back further. And the steering wheel is literally right here. It feels like I'm driving a car. I am like really, really planted in here now. A little too planted, so I'll have to be careful, you know, because to a degree, you're not meant to be too planted in a semi. So that could be a positive or a negative, depending on who you are. So I'll have to be careful with the curves a little bit. Don't want to end up on the side. But the difference is freaking amazing, man. I can also tell like my shifting improved a little bit because of, you know, I'm just sitting comfortable. I don't have to reach for the steering and turn, and I don't have to kind of like brace myself for certain things. Just I'm planted. And you would think these manufacturers would have figured this shit out and given us more, you know, versatility and more adjustment there. Nope. But maybe, I mean, I can see it from their point of view. What if they did? What if they gave all the trucks the ability to be like planted like you're in a fucking race car? How many more people would turn their shit over to the side? Probably 3 times as much. So I get why they don't want people to feel too fucking planted. If you notice, from all like the race cars and shit, all those guys have the steering wheel close to them. They're planted in the seat. The legs are stretched out. I'm not saying I'm trying to be a race car driver. I wanted more comfort. And let me tell you something, I got it. Amazing what low inch, 2-inch difference can make. And it's definitely one of those things that I regret not doing sooner, considering how there's nothing really, it takes nothing. Live and learn, I guess. Live and learn. So if you're on the fence about doing this shit, I don't know. I would do it if I was you. Just don't over fucking do it. Obviously, use a little common sense. Go out there and fucking drop it 5 inches or some shit. You know, like come on. Common sense. It's really not all that common anymore. We got some slow pokes over here. A T680 next generation. Plastic rattle can, in other words. Have you guys seen the damn new Western Stars? What the they look like a Cascadia, dude. It's a fucking Western Cascadia. I was disgusted. I was disgusted with it. What the Why are they trying to make all these trucks look the fucking same? Brand new Volvo. Look at that thing. I mean, these Volvos do look they change it up a little bit. They do have like a little bit of a futuristic look to them. So hats off, you know. At least when you buy a Volvo, you know what you're buying, but a Western Star, it has a certain look to it. Why the fuck they would decide to change away from it fucking amazes me. I guess they're all trying to grab a share from Freightliner, market share. So they're like, well, why don't we just make them all look like Freightliners? I just saw it earlier today, that Western Star, and I was like, what the I thought it was a Cascadia at first until I saw that W on the front. I was like, this is stupid. It's ugly. Volvo, again, I get it. You kind of know what you're buying with the Volvo. It's going for that futuristic shit. The look. Fine, some people like that, some don't. But at least it stands out a little bit. But nah, in another 5 years it's all gonna look like a bunch of Cascadias driving around. Not me. You don't care about fuel mileage. I care about getting paid. I don't pick up the load if it doesn't pay well enough to cover my fuel. I don't know about you, but I don't. I'll make $100 a week more than you. Well, good for you. What are you gonna do with all that money? Set the world on fire with that shit. Dude, this is fucking stupid. How crazy good this is, and I can still pull it back towards me more. But this is just perfect. My arm is kind of like chilling, relaxing. It's not being like extended. If these guys take me in early, I should be there around 1. I'll still be able to grab a load and probably come on back. That's how we make money. You can't have a purple dash and not make money. You gotta make something. Purple and green. But yes, I can actually see that gauge down on the bottom now, just sitting, whereas before I kind of had to do this number. That was for my airbags up front, air pressure, which I'll eventually put the bags up front again, just not the 12 gauge custom ones, not that single airbag bullshit. Nah. When it rides great. And when it doesn't, you'll hate your life. Because of how much you're fighting the fucking truck. So we're gonna go with the J Ferrol, but I'm a little worried about the J Ferrol too, because apparently you have to buy his airbags, and he's the only one that sells them. So you kind of like, what if he goes out of business? What if I can't get in touch with him and he decides like he don't want to do this anymore? What am I gonna do? I mean, I'm sure somebody will figure out a workaround, but that's what kind of keeps me on the fence about it. I don't like to be closed off like that, where I just have to buy your stuff. So we might, and I could probably save a bunch of money, build out my own. Like Kenworth sells all the fucking parts, you just have to give them part numbers. All the plates, all the bags. That 1.5 spring with the hanger, the whole thing. So we'll see. It probably costs me a lot less money doing it that way than going with the J Ferrol. These guys out here selling these kits for $4,000 or $5,000. I've seen some being sold for like $8,000. That's just crazy talk. Come on, you know. I get it. You need to make money, but nah, you know. Come on. Enough people are in truck drivers' pockets. No need for you to fucking. But I guess you want that piece too. Everybody wants a piece. We're gonna stop up here to fuel up at one of my places in Harrisonburg. Y'all shortly. So just stopped up here, Harrisonburg, to get me some fuel. First coffee of the morning. Well, second. When I woke up, I had a cup, but didn't have one while driving. I almost have to have one while driving. We got fuel. Oh, this thing's a little hard. I didn't go out do any grocery shopping. Because I have enough pretty much to last me for the rest of the week. So. I don't know, I'd say I'll spend about, I don't really spend that much money on grocery. Maybe $200 and last me about 2 weeks. Actually, that's pretty fucking good. But I could be wrong.
Head southeast toward South Main Street. In 300 feet, turn left onto South Main Street. Take the next left onto South Main Street, then use the right lane to take the I-81 North ramp.
It's a cool little peak right here. Ah, this thing is... not that good. This restaurant here is always fucking full. It is good food.
Use the right lane to take the I-81 North ramp, then take the I-81 North ramp.
Ah, let me tell you what. This mod is one of the better mods I've done to the damn truck. It's like, I'm blown away. It's amazing.
Take the I-81 North ramp.
It's amazing how different the truck feels.
In a quarter mile, merge onto I-81 North.
My shoulder is definitely thankful. Because again, I'm kind of leaned back, and whereas before you kind of have to almost turn it like this, now it's like you're turning the steering wheel like this while I'm sitting down like that, whereas before it was more a little bit like, you know. So that's a big difference. Don't believe me? Try it out for yourself. The guys that did the stop, they already like love it. But imagine doing that. Yeah. It gets way better.
Continue on I-81 North for 133 miles.
Don't have that much to go today, unless I pick up something else today, which we'll see. Uh, 2 hours. a nice day today. Not too hot, not cold, not like crazy sunny. Just perfect day. Perfection. That's a nice speed, buddy. Long black, pretty good looking. But yeah, look at that. Pumpkins for miles. It's pretty much the month for them anyways, and these guys always have this shit. And it's really good paying too. So